company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Now, last couple of days I've been showing people how to make gray screen paint products and how we were comparing gray screens versus tablecloths and stuff like that. At the end of the day, a gray screen paint is an outdated product. It's a product that has been around since for way back, 7 years back, right around the era of the YouTube paints. The YouTube paints was an era right around the time when you had Grey Wolf, right around the time when you had Goo Screen was extremely popular like Black Diamond, like popular. So at that particular time, when you had Goo Screen out, it was extremely expensive. Goo Screen was a very expensive product, and a lot of people started coming out with their own solutions to making their own form of gray screen paint products, using better silver screen, black and white paint, stuff like that. You know, you had them all over AVS forums and stuff like that. Different people making all sorts of gray screen paint products. So now, you know, 7 years passed and so forth, and you still see some of these products still floating around. The problem is that some people are out there telling the truth about their products. You know, they're not embellishing the truth and not saying it does this and it does that and it does all these things. I myself used to develop and make this stuff many years ago. I landed a major contract for my company when I was developing gray screen paint products, so I know exactly how far you can go with these products. One of the issues that gray screen paint products have compared to what we have now when it comes to dark technology is the fact that they will actually destroy your dedicated room. And if you've seen people put money into a dedicated room, it is not a very cheap process. It is an extremely expensive process to do a dedicated environment. Now, some people may have you believe that at the end of the day that a gray screen is the best option, a silver screen is the best option, a white screen is the best option. I'm here to tell you, bad idea. So we're going to bring Mr. Mannequin upstairs. Mr. Mannequin represents the customer who may be sitting in his movie theater, all set up. And I want you to also look at the curtain at the side. We got a nice bone white curtain at the side. That's there. So when that screen goes down, you'll see all that white light reflecting. We got very little time because I got up at 6 o'clock. I was supposed to be up at around 2 o'clock for this demonstration before the sun came up. But later on tonight, we'll be doing some more demonstrations on it, you know, to finish it off. I had to do about 3 of these already. We're going to show you why you do not want to use these products in your home theater setup. It doesn't make a difference if you have black walls, black ceilings. It doesn't make a difference. You're going to disperse light everywhere in the environment. And not only that, your screen's going to wash out dramatically. We've done a demonstration on realistic environments. Just with a little bit of lights in the environment, you can see the screen, just the slightest bit of light in the environment you see with the gray paint just washed completely out. Showing you at the end of the day, if they're saying that it works in some ambient light environments, is a complete lie. It doesn't work in any of them at all, period. Your screen will continue to wash out, and eventually you will end up in the dark, like most of the demonstrations is being displayed on the product. All right, so let's get a few things real quick because I'm looking out the window and I'm seeing the sun maybe start to creep up a little bit. We got this done then. See how much drop you got in the environment. Ooh, man. We're going to be pushing it on this one. We're definitely going to be pushing on this one. I don't know. We need it to be completely dark in here for this one. Remember, we're representing, so we may have to change something here. Okay, people, we got to reroute. It's not dark enough in here. There's light coming through the window, not good. And I'm not darkening out the environment for that. I'm not going to do all that. We have to come back here and do this. So we're going to rechange the video. I'm going to edit it, rechange the video, and we're just going to go close up black versus black. But then if we do that, we have to be in pre-record to do that close-up shot. We can do it live. Let's just do it and see what happens. Yeah, because that's not going to do it. We need for that area to be completely dark for the light to be able to bounce off it for you to see it. But until then, we need to get set up in here for tonight. So let's go get Mr. Mannequin. I still need these lights right here because I do like doing the demonstrations on the realistic environments because that allows the customer to see that even if he has just a little bit of light in his environment, his screen is still going to be affected by a gray screen paint product. Now, I don't want people to all get your feathers in a bunch because you're saying, oh, you're going after one individual. No, we're talking about gray screen paint products in general, whether you're using tablecloths, whether you're making your own product at the end of the day, it doesn't work. We're labeling everything. All the stuff we tested, the tablecloths, we don't support the tablecloths. The tablecloths they're good. It's just a temporary fix. That's all it is. It's a temporary fix. Instead of you going out and spend all this money for something at the end of the day, that's going to do the exact same thing. But at the end of the day, a tablecloth is going to be a nightmare because it's not going to be able to do what it's supposed to do. I can take that tablecloth, I can put it against any one of these black screens in here, and it's not going to pull. So let's go downstairs. Need a few things. I gotta wash dishes, I know. We gotta get Mr. Mannequin. We'll set him up. And we also are gonna do up close the black versus gray. That is something new. If you go to the website, you'll see sections of the website that are being filled up by videos. And in those videos, oh, there's my floor projection screen from yesterday. I gotta put this thing up. I like to, oh, I forgot we gotta do demonstrations on this next today too. All right, let me get my screen on the way. Did I leave on down here? Oh, projectors are off, right? I should have my projectors off. Cool. Well, now these are portable. You know what that's about? Portable screens. That's a portable screen. This is a screen that I can put on the floor, fold it up, put it in the corner, take it outside, hang it up. The screen has multiple uses. Doesn't crack, doesn't peel. Fantastic. People ever ask me about how to design a portable screen? These are the portable screens we have. This is Phantom technology. So when you see on the floor with all the displays coming off of it, that's that technology right there. Oh, the one outside with the woman with the black makeup on, that's the screen right here. But these screens can be folded up. A few people are asking about folded up screens. Can you fold them up when you're done with them? Yes, you can. So when I put right over in the corner, yeah, I'm gonna need, so I have to retitle the video. I'll put you up here in the corner. I think what we're gonna do in this video, we're gonna do a black versus gray. I like that demonstration we did yesterday, being that close up on the screen, showing people exactly the difference between the two, having the gray on one side and side. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not telling you, I mean, at the end of the day, a gray surface, yeah, tablecloth surface, it's a cheaper way to go. It's a much cheaper way to go, especially if the product can't be backed up. If the product can't be backed up, then you're better off just going with a tablecloth, with hobby paint or whatever, you know, you need to get through your day. But if you want a 100% true screen that's going to give you contrast and get the best what you pay for your projector at the end of the day, you're going to have to go near black technology. That's how it's going to have to be at the end of the day. Or there's companies and spend $5,000, $4,000, $3,000 for a screen. That's where you land at. Because at the end of the day, I can guarantee once we get the rest of the sample sheets here, that when we put those products against those great products, they're not going to be to keep up. I can show you the demonstrations how they falsified a lot of the demonstrations on trying to display. They did match a $3,000 screen. Not going to happen. All right, so we're going to get a few things from outside. Now, these are ours right here. We're not going to be doing the black on black. We've done black on black to death, so we're done with that. Oops, that one just fell over. And I need, because at the end of the day, you know, I got customers that come up and say, well, what if I go out and get myself some gray paint? What if I go, can I do the same thing your product can do? This is not going to happen. This is why we're doing this. We're starting a whole section on our website called Black versus Gray. How does gray screens compare to certified screens? How they compare to outside? These are all these tests you're going to see versus our technology. Why are you falling over? All right, that's the tablecloth. That's the Amazon tablecloth. And if you notice, as we do these demonstrations, there is no dark environment. We don't do dark environments. No dark environments. None of that nonsense. No red neon to distract pictures. We don't do any of that stuff at all. You're not supposed to do that. I don't know who in their right mind started that nonsense by saying that you do a demonstration on a product and a super dark environment with red neon exposing the environment. If you fall for, if you even buy a product that's doing an environment demonstration on a projection screen like that, on a projection screen like that, you deserve to get scammed at the end of the day. I hate to say it, but it's true. Do you believe it? Never are you ever. The environment is supposed to be realistic, because what if the customer gets home? You're expecting, when you do an environment that's strictly dark, even the certifieds don't even do that one. They have some light in the environment. They give it as some kind of like a real home environment experience. Like when you saw the demonstration with the P2, I thought that was the most impressive demonstration. Very impressive. I like the demonstration a lot. I like how they had the environment too. Very nice. But you see how bright they made it, how well lit it was and everything, to give people the impression that they do not have to be in the dark because you own a projector. That's one of the hugest gripes back and forth. You have informed sites, TVs, the TV buffs, they're in there with their OLEDs and so forth, versus projection screens. The first thing they'll say is, I don't want a projection screen because I don't want to be stuck in the dark. I don't want to change my environment. I worry about a washed out, fade out screen. You got to go in vampire mode just to have one. That's why. And then you see somebody with a screen with a projector that when they display it, the company is in a well-lit, all white, everything white, beautiful, just gorgeous, well-lit environment. You can literally throw a pen in that area and you can see exactly where it landed at. And then you see a demonstration of these dark environments. Every time you see one of these projectors is in a dark environment. Just not him, I've seen a few of them. And it's really crazy, dark environments. You're like, oh, heck no. I'm not buying that machine. $3,000 to turn my living room into that. Yeah, there you go. But the problem is the reason why in some of those demonstrations, what a lot of people don't realize is the reason why that screen is producing that way is because I guarantee you that screen that's sitting in that environment is probably running in between the range of a $4,000, $5,000 screen. That's married to that projector. That's calibrated for that projector just right. So unless you have the money for $4,000, $5,000, because as thin as that screen was laying against the wall, it looked like a DMP supernova, and that screen is crazy bright. If you get that with one of an ultra short throw projector, it would probably react just like the same way. So if you can't afford that screen, you have to go with the everyday screen, and the everyday screen is not going to react. If they did, every video you would see would look exactly like the trailer of the P2. This projector is only as good as the screen is displayed off. That's it. So with that being said, if you're watching a demonstration, the majority of those demonstrations are being done in the dark. The screen can't pull up contrast levels in fully lit environments. And that's one of the things I didn't see in the promo. I didn't see deep, dark contrast levels, just showing black demonstrations. I didn't see that. But anyway, all in all, at the end of the day, if you don't have an expensive screen, the projector is only as good as the screen you display it off, which means a gray screen paint product is an old product, a failed product, and it's not going to be able to pick up. If you had the slightest bit of light in the environment, your screen will wash out. That's why they're considered to be the bottom of the dollar. That's what they are. They're not considered to be the high-end screens. Oh, we got fog today. Oh, okay. Still we need darkness. I'm going to have to change the title. Now, we got painted there on that surface. That surface has 100%. Oh, the surface is not even here. What am I talking about? So now we've done all the testing. I told you, anytime we do something, we're always setting up for something. It's always something being set up. We showed you where you can take everyday grade products, trim grade products. They will blend into tablecloths. They will blend into hobby paint. They will blend into house paint at the end of the day. Now we're going to show you why all those mixtures that we showed you are a complete, absolute fail. This is what the black on black test is for. You ever seen a volleyball serve where they're setting the ball up for it to be spiked? That's what all that was being done for. To start you off to show you that the great products that you buy match just about anything we can throw at it, and they can't back the product up. Also giving anyone the opportunity to be able to back the product up, which, like I said, either failed miserably or was never done at the beginning. Now, the next stage is to show you that why all these products that we showed you, at the end of the day, no matter what you choose, no matter what you pick, at the end of the day, will be a complete failure. Let me change my title to my video, because we're not going to be able to do this now, because I said before, we're going to have problems with that. Hey, buddy, how you doing? to change the title. We'll be back at later on the day tonight to do the dedicated. All right, let me get this surface real quick. Because we'll need the surface for this. Now, just so we can keep this fair, we have a company by the name of, we got paint on screens. We have paint on screens already here. We have a company by the name of Nox, N-O-X. They make a great screen paint product too also. So we're going to have 3 of the products up here. Nox, we already have paint on screens, and Crow's product. Parte, if we can get it, we can get Parte's product down here. It's just going to take some time, but we can get it here. So what we want to see in these great screen paint products, are they giving you exactly what they say they are compared to Black Technology? We're going to test them against certified screens. Same thing we got to go through every day with our products, but we are picking out the best of the best when it comes to certifieds, which means we'll be testing against the best high-end certified screens that we can get our hands on, that we go into this test. Summertime comes, they'll be taken outside. Can these screens display contrast levels outside at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock? Can they produce this image? At the end of the day, I want it to be known. We do these demonstrations called black versus gray. At the end of the day, the reason why you do not want to go near a gray screen of any caliber. Keep in mind, I don't want people to say, oh, you're just going after him. No. Anyone who made an accusation or a false claim that their product is doing something that it's not supposed to do, I've seen Nox demonstrations at the end of the day. From how they display their screens, it's not honest at the end of the day. It really isn't. But I'm also curious to see if their products can do what they claim they can do at the end of the day also too. Paint on screens, we have them here already. I've been at paint on screens here. I did an unboxing on their products already. The screen they claim to be a black screen, it's not black, it's actually a dark gray, which makes it kind of gunmetal. So it's not a black screen at the end of the day, it's actually gray. Crow's products, we already know what we've been through with that. That stuff matches anything we throw at it. I mean, 97 cents hobby paint right there tells you right from the door that, yeah, we could pretty much, after we hit 97 cents on a hobby paint, we could pretty much get anything that's gray and it will blend into that screen. I got finger paint coming in. Fisher Price finger paint coming in. So anything that's gray could literally match the screen. You can go at it with spray paint and it would still blend in without a problem. So yeah, it's, wow. I'm going to leave it at that. But you already know the door. This is the screen paint we made yesterday. So we made our own version of our gray paint here in the container. I got to paint some of this out because we're going to be using this to test against our own stuff. That's why I have all the sample sheets here, the tablecloths here, because we test them against our own products. Where is my my black screen? I'm going to get my black screen out of here too. And also too, again, when you're watching somebody do a test, look at the environment first. If that environment is super dark, no, something's wrong there. You should never have, a screen should never sit in an environment that dark at the end of the day. Never. Ever. You've never seen me come downstairs and like, let's turn all the lights. Until we turn the lights out, unless we're doing something involving dedicated, where we have to be in a dark environment to show you the difference, or where a screen's going to fail in a dark environment. But majority of our demonstrations are always going to be done in fully lit environments in max out zones because the customer needs to see exactly what they're going to get if their screen gets hit with the most amount of light that's going to stress out their screen. Putting it in a dark environment and trying to make the screen look good, you're cheating the daylights out of your customers at the end of the day, because if they take that product and they go somewhere with it and they turn the lights on, the slightest bit of light, like I showed you in the environment, 60-watt light bulb faded that product, then that's what they're going to be dealing with. And at the end of the day, they're going to contact the person who they bought the paint from, and they're going to be given a ton of excuses. Well, you're going to have to use it in an ambient light controlled environment. Maybe you have too much light in your environment. They're going to tell you how you have to set the lighting in your environment to make that product work. As you saw from the customer's demonstration on his website, that environment a little bit so dark, I mistaken it for his video. When actually, when I heard the guy talk, I was like, oh shoot, this is a customer. That's how dark the environment was. So that just shows you what you're going to turn your environment into. Like I said, the V2, beautiful piece of machinery. It was never meant to be stuck in a dark environment. Never meant to be. They didn't advertise it that way when they were selling the projector. So it should have never been in a dark environment like that for everything like that. It should never ship like that. All right, we're going to take our string. How did we have this before? Oh, yeah, we had it this way. All right, so we're going to bring our strings. I'm going to do the half and half. I think we had it this way. Yeah, we were this way. Like this. And we got to bring it up a little bit. I want to get that same way we had it before. I like how that went off. All right, so we're going to fit. All right. Now this is great paint. That's great cloth. There we go. This is the way I had it. This was perfect. I like that setup right there. That gives you a chance to see exactly what you're getting at the end of the day. That's great paint. That's great fabric. So in the black versus black demonstration, to show you at the end of the day, yeah, you could go cheaper and spend $80, but at the end of the day, still $80, so you're not going to get the quality you think you're going to get. And it's sad to say because some of you will have 4K, very expensive projectors, and you'll be hitting this off a 7-year-old product, and your screen is not going to look the same way you think it's going to look at the end of the day. Let's see, do we have fire sticks? Okay, so one that came. Oh, we do have a fire stick for the floor. We have one for the floor demonstration. Yeah, we're going to be doing this demonstration not only on contrast levels, we do everything, contrast, color, white levels, the whole 9 yards, everything. We don't skip and have certain videos for certain things to make certain items look good. We show everything. I want you to see at the end of the day, no matter what we throw on the screen, your gray screen surface, and paint is going to fail. Now we're going to have the Metallica mix on one side, personal on the other side. No point in you paying $89 for a product. At the end of the day, you can do the same thing with either hobby paint or, bottom line, a tablecloth. I have to go while it's doing that at the beginning today. So I can look at my projector. There we go. And we're using a 5,000 lumen Chrissy, as we always do in our demonstrations. Where are the sample sheets? I think we have them upstairs. We have them upstairs. I want to cover this over a little bit more. Well, forget that. We should be good. We should hit this spot right there. Should be good. Now we're going to make several gray screen paints ourselves and show you. Yeah, the Digital One Crystal screen paint is going to do the exact same thing. It's not going to have the ability. It's going to be no different than the rest of them. Some may have a little bump up from another, a little hiccup. That's it. It's all going to react the same way. No matter what we buy, no matter what we get, as long as it's gray, it's going to react that way. Oh, I like that. As long as it's gray, it's going to react that way. I like that. We're going to add that to the site. As long as it's gray, it's going to react that way. That's perfect. I like that. We need a remote control for this. Where's the remote control? I bet you every last remote control is probably upstairs. No, we can leave them downstairs. Yeah, my gaming setup down here, it lights up at night. Can't have gray screens down here. They won't pick up. It'll reflect too much light. They'll be like bouncing all over the walls in this place. That won't work. Can't have gray screens down here. We'll paint a gray screen down here and show you what happens. Throw it on the floor. What'll happen when my projectors hit it in the dark? They're not going to pick up. You have to have a black screen to pick up a black visual effect off a floor, especially a Starfield. Can't do that with a gray screen. There we go. Let's go hit the zoom in. Zoom in. I like this demonstration yesterday. This is a perfect demonstration for black on white demonstrations. This also displays our technology's outstanding white levels, which I love to display versus gray screens any chance I get. Any chance I get, I like to display my screen's ability to be able to show off its outstanding white levels. This is something I do not shy away from. At 1610, okay, that's good. Where's my keystone at? I'm going to adjust my keystone this one a little bit. Here we go. Bring it down a little bit. That's good. All right, come out of this real quick. Exit of this right here. I want to go into, we can exit out of this. I need to go into zoom. We get a bigger screen out of this. All right, now we bring it back. So. This side, I want to bring it up a little bit more, maybe here. All right, now we bring it down some, so we get nice and even. This is what we're going to be on today. These are the new demonstrations for black versus gray. Just to give you the wake-up call. Exactly what you're getting at the end of the day. What are you buying at the end of the day? What are you putting on your screen at the end of the day? Now, if our black technology here does exactly as claimed to be by certain professionals, our screen is not going to be the pickup down here. Mind you, keep in mind when I say this is not going to go well. Trust me, it's going to be pretty bad. So when I tell you that right from the door, if you own this Gray Screen Paint product, be warned. If you made any accusations about your product doing certain things, especially next to our black technology, you're going to end up in this shop in here. You don't want to be in here at the end of the day. So you can automatically see right from the door how impressive our black technology is compared to the tablecloth and compared to the network gray. There you go. All right, so I can't wait to get this started. This is going to be a fun day. I love doing these demonstrations. You know, I get a kick out of doing stuff against my own screens at the end of the day when other people will shy away from this. It'll take them months to do these demonstrations. Me, I got to think of stuff to do against our products. We already did the black versus black. I'm kind of bored with that. I'm thinking about doing the whole thing again on only 1,000 lumens. I'm going to run it back tomorrow on just 1,000 lumens only, just for fun. But I love doing these demonstrations. It just shows you how much of your picture quality you're losing with a Gray Screen Paint product. But keep in mind, think about this. When people do demonstrations, they claim to have our products, claim to have them. When they do those demonstrations, they're always in a dark environment. Why is that? Why is it when we do demonstrations, we're always in fully lit environments when we do them? That is a perfect picture right there. That's a perfect picture for the, oh, whoa, that would have been a nice picture right there. Oh, that would have been that's a good one right there. That's a good one. Look at that. Oh, mind you, that's the gray tablecloth. That's the one that's supposed to have turned our product dark so you can't see it. Even though we had the product before anybody else had it. Now below, I will put my timestamp demonstrations on this product before we ever let anyone else know we had it, showing our demonstration, showing our test side by side versus this screen versus our technology. And then you can look at the timestamps now on someone else who claimed the same demonstration. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh, but you know, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't like to call people idiots, but you know, it is what it is. Look at that. That is absolutely insane. Good gracious. And upstairs when we were doing the environments and we were showing you how much light you lose, mind you, this is a max out zone down here. It is far brighter in this area right here than it is upstairs. If you thought the screen washed out badly upstairs, down here, they're tortured. They don't pick up down here at all, nothing. This isn't, if you look, this is no darkened corners, and no. This is a max out zone. Either you pick up or you don't down here. There's no in between. So if you've been doing all these demonstrations in the dark, this is what they're terrified of. They do a lot of demonstrations in the dark to make the product look good. They know darn well we get the product down here. Where's it going to end up at? In this environment. What's going to happen? Their screen's going to wash out automatically, and they know it. What else do we have on here? We did that. We're doing our whole. Oh yeah, we're doing a whole video thing on this. Hold on, I'm gonna go back on this. Mind you, my projector behind me is a 5,000 lumen crystal. Some people think the more lumens they get on the projector, the better they're going to pull an image in a well-lit environment. We're in the max zone with 5,000 lumens. If 5,000 lumens at commercial, it's not going to pull on your screen. Nothing else is going to pull. Because then you're going to have to start going toward monsters like that over there. That's a 7,000 lumen projector. You're way out of the price range of an everyday normal projector now. You're not talking about no 3,000, 4,000. You're talking about 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, $10,000 per projector, maybe 20 grand. Once you start reaching the range of over 5,000, you're talking about 20,000, 30,000 and up. And that's without a lens. That's another additional $8,000 to $9,000 for a lens. Then your lamps are going to cost more money because your projector costs more money. The filters are going to be $300 a pop just for filters. You can spend anywhere from $800 to $1,500 to $3,000 for lamps. It's a whole different category of projector. So if you have to spend that kind of money just to somewhat get an image, and you still won't be able to hit it right, it's your screen at the end of the day. It's not your projector. This is an outdated old projector, 2014, discontinued. Look how beautiful it looks in our technology. And you got screens out there that got P2s, P3s, expensive projectors, and they can't even get an image to pull up in a fully lit environment without washing out. It's a screen. Kind of hypnotic, ain't it? I had this on the floor yesterday. I told you why that's what phantoms are considered the most dangerous screens, because it's a black screen that can register white light. But it can also pull contrast levels that other screens can't seem to pull. Oh, I just want to sit here all day and look at this. Let's see what we got on here. Can't see color either. Doesn't make a difference. Some people thought when we first started doing these demonstrations with the white screen first, we had people that would come into the room and go, oh, wait. You know, the white screen would come up and you see all the screens produce these really high, bright levels. And I'm like, oh, yeah, they're definitely going to be to beat your screen. The minute we put that red screen on, the screen's washed out, they were like, oh, what happened? Well, it's simple and plain. Just because your screen produces a higher white level doesn't mean it's a good thing. It means it's a very bad sign. You're acting like a white screen. A white screen produces a very high white level. That means you can't see contrast, you can't see color. And just a news flash for those of you who have gray screens, you can understand it's crystal clear. Just because you go higher up on the lumens on your projector makes it even worse, because now you're bouncing 10 times more light off your screen that your screen can't accept to begin with. That's why it's washing out. It can't accept it. Where black screens can absorb light. Like I showed you in the dedicated room setup, we bring the screen down, all the light disperses, we bring the screen up, and all the light disperses all over the environment. And then when that screen comes down, it absorbs all that light and then shows you the image, what you're supposed to be seeing. Let me go grab me a chair. This is going to be a good one. We got to do a couple of these today. I got to get pictures to the website. We're definitely got to put a section in this one. We got one versus black versus gray screen. We got to put this one black versus white. Oh man, this is going to be a good one today. Let's go find something else. We got some nice ones on here. Now, those of you that are into it, people contact me about DJ, visual effects, 3D mapping. We're going to throw 3D mapping. I'm going to bounce. That's why I got the equipment already set up. We're going to bounce 3D mapping off of this. I'm going to show you why you cannot use a gray screen for even 3D mapping applications, because they cannot pick up contrast. What else do we have on here? That's definitely not going to pick up. That's definitely not going to pick up. Oh, let's check this out. Perfect example. So even though we showed you ways on how to basically not have to pay 80, 90 bucks for a product at the end of the day, but also to show you at the end of the day, even if you do pay for these products, you still are basically shortchanging your projector at the end of the day. You're not getting what you're supposed to get. It's a cheaper solution, yeah, but you're not getting what you're supposed to get. Because what I get 4K, 4K has nothing to do with contrast. It has nothing to do with it at all, period. And this has nothing to do with lumens either. It's the resolution on your projector and how sharp the image is. That's pretty much basically about it. Contrast you will never see. That's why I explain to people 20,000 to 1, 10,000 to 1, all these expensive projectors, you're never going to see that. Never going to see it. It's an option you will never see. I need to get halfy out here. Halfy needs to be out. It's a projector we cut in half. It's a reality projector. It gives people an understanding of what they're actually getting at the end of the day. I wish they had the ability to cut a projector in half. Like that's what you would come to the store and they would ask you, okay, so what kind of screen do you have? I have a gray screen. All right, get them one of the halves. What do you mean? You only get half. It's all you're going to use. You're never going to use the whole entire projector. It's virtually impossible. You'll never use it. Screen can't pick it up. LG Beta Fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
You should be able to sit in a fully lit environment in the max out zone, and your screen should pick up. That's why I can go upstairs right now. I can turn my lights on in my ceiling, and I can watch the galaxy without the screen watching and faded out. That's pretty bad. This is really bad. It's going to be pretty bad. Watch this. So even if you do get the tablecloth, even if you do get the Sherwin-Williams at the end of the day, yes, you do come out cheaper than $80 to $89. Heck, you do it with hobby paint at the end of the day if it tickles you the right way. But all in all, you're still not getting anything else better than what you're just saving money. That's it. Saving a little money from $80 to $89. But your screen still will be what it is. It will still fail no matter what. So like I said, there's only 3 options out there. We're the only ones who develop and make this technology at the end of the day. The only ones. Go search, find out. Go ahead. Anyone who claims to be to do the same thing, they can't even back up any of our test demonstrations. We have mountains and mountains of test demonstrations to back our products up on every level you could possibly think of. Go to my website. Look at all my video demonstrations on everything you could possibly think of under the sun. We got thousands and thousands of pictures alone in our outside demonstrations. You ever gone through that, scroll through that thing before? There's thousands of pictures in there on everything you could possibly think of. We even had a projector mounted to the side of the deck, a laser projector. We were projecting images down on the screen, laying on the ground, to show you exactly that our screens could pick up, even if the screen was laying flat on the ground with ambient light brushing over top of it. I'm going to put that right on our website. Our demonstrations are unmatched, and they are. And I tell people, before you buy from us, go do your research, find out how many people are doing screens on our level, and come back to us, and they always come back. People claim they have black screens. They don't do our black test. That's our skins, black paint, black fabric, black film. They don't do that stuff. Drop them at 1,000 lumens, and we do it in max out environments the entire time. Do they do it? Nope. And then you have the other jobs. You have the hobby paints that can't back their products for jack. Products matching hobby paint, products matching house paint, tablecloths, bed sheets. Takes some months to do one demonstration. And when they do the demonstration, don't even do it right to begin with. Expensive high-end projectors in their environments, calibrated projectors, dark environments. So you got to wonder if you're getting a can of paint or you're getting house paint at the end of the day with that nonsense. And then you got the certifieds. that has nice environments, nice setups, nice projectors, but at the end of the day, you're talking about a $3,000 to $5,000 screen for a 100 inch. Good luck putting a 120 inch in that bad boy and see how much it'll cost you. My screen's 129 inches on this side. Upstairs, 127 in the lounge, 148, 150 in the ceiling. In the theater room, a building upstairs, in the office, 144. Now, mind you, your screen is going to cost you $3,000 to $5,000 for a 100 inch. You do the math. I know for a fact that a DMP Supernova at 180 inches is going to cost you anywhere between $17,000 to $18,000. And you're not using no cheap projector for that thing. Let's see what else we got here. We can play around with the screen. AK Nature Desire.
Getting that from YouTube.
The reason why I keep playing this video back right here, this one particular one, the woman with the makeup on, because this demonstration should have been done in a fully lit environment. Never should have been done in the dark. Like I said, at the end of the day, if the customer turns on any light in his environment, the only way it's going to be to execute that image, a somewhat, we already saw already, somewhat good image, not black, a somewhat good image. You're going to have to be in total darkness to do it. If any light pops on in that environment, it can be a corner light, 60 watt, whatever, that screen will wash out. Down here, they're not going to pick up. So you buy the product, you get it home, you turn on your lights in your environment, your screen washes out. What do you do then? Darken your curtains, get lower wattage in your light bulbs, stuff like that. That's what you have to do. Try to make an ambient light controlled environment out of an environment that was never meant to be an ambient light controlled environment to begin with. You saw the demonstrations for the P2. It's not an ambient light controlled environment. It's not even set up for a movie theater. It's set up for a family gathering. So this demonstration right here with the woman with the black makeup should have been done in a lit environment. So my customers, when they buy my product, they know at the end of the day that this screen is going to fire up in a fully lit environment because we can expose it in a fully lit environment, not in the dark only. That's why you have to know what you're buying before you buy it. And that's the difference between our technology and anybody else's. There's no black screens out there on the market that can match our technology. They don't match any of our demonstrations. If we give them any of the 30 challenges we put our screens under, they couldn't complete one of them. And they haven't. We gave those challenges to both of them when they called themselves making a black screen paint. Never did any, not one of them, not one. They can't even make a great product right. How are you going to make a black screen if you can't make a great product right? So when you saw that demonstration for the first time, that should have been done in a well-lit environment, not in the dark. Because eventually, that's where you're going to be at, in the dark. Turn your living room into a dungeon master cave. That's pretty much where you're going to be at. You're not picking that up in a fully lit environment. It's not going to show. Look how white her teeth are. Look how white her eyes are. Told you, Phantom technology is unbelievable. Let's get another one. Let's go to... the menu looks really bad on the other screens. Really, really bad. So we have something called the reality screens, which we're going to be building a couple of those for this summer. One of the ones I can't wait to build, we're going to have planks across the screen. Each one's going to be colored a different shade of a gray screen paint. And one of our black technology on the side. But this just to show you at the end of the day, if you use paint or you use a tablecloth, yes, it's going to be cheaper than basically an $80 to $89 product. It will be. But at the end of the day, you're still not getting anything better. It's still going to react the same way. You're still not going to pick up your contrast levels. You're not going to pick up your colors. That's what's going to happen. Even at 5,000 lumens. All right, let's get those other sample sheets down here. We need Jamie's products down here. Because then the demonstrate it all does the same thing. Nothing changes. What are we showing here? Maybe? That's not supposed to be there. There we go. I hate it when they do that. You can walk away for a couple of minutes to go pick up some stuff, and then YouTube will flash a movie on there, knowing darn well you can't show a movie on YouTube. Sorry about that. This is the hobby paint that we painted with the, I need a marker. I should be marking these too. This is the hobby paint. Oh, why don't I have a top on this? This is why I don't have markers. All right, so we're going to be marking these. The first one we're going to be marking is the hobby paint. At 97 cents. It's the hobby paint right here. Let me see. Now I'm looking at my collection here, what we have and what we need to order. We need the Dark Star 9. That's the only thing we need. We have the DMP Supernova, which we have, which is perfect for our testing for our products. That's a very, very dark gunmetal screen, which is perfect since we're testing our gunmetal. We got over here daylight screens. That's fantastic. And I wanted the matinee black for Seymour. So we have those right there. So we have everything there we need for those certifiers. All right, this is the silver. I'm going to call this under Digital One. So we're not going to call this one the Silver Max. We're going to call it Digital One Elite. Because that's the last one we did. So that's a Digital One Elite right there. This is Crow's Metallica Mix. And then for Metallica Mix, this is Crow's. Right here. There are space marked off. And this is the personal mix, which we already have. Now, as he states that he doesn't feel, even though we've given him opportunities to back it up, but he doesn't want to back it up, that the Cinemax that we have is not real, we're going to order it again. We're going to order the Cinemax again, do another unboxing, and then I don't know how he's going to argue that one down either. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to order it again and have it in here and do an unboxing on it. So that way there won't be any more complaints about, at the end of the day, that's not mine, this is not mine. You won't know who you're going to be shipping it to at the end of the day. All right, so we got some tape down here. So in this demonstration, I'm clearly showing you why Phantom technology is more superior when it comes to gray screen paint products. Over here in the corner, we have Sherwin-Williams. Over here on the side, we have a Amazon tablecloth. And in the middle, we have the Black Phantom 21. Well, let me get my container. Turn my container here too. Should have my container for Black Phantom. So we have Sherwin-Williams right here. That's the Sherwin-Williams. This is my technology under Black Phantom right there. And I need to get a roll of tape, which I forgot to get. Let me go grab a roll of tape and I'll be right back.
Thousands of food spoken. Winner for the best treat yourself combo is Signature Select ice cream and fresh baked cookies. Start with a perfect scoop of Signature Select
I'm sure that commercial there somewhere.
some bakery fresh chocolate chip cookies
Okay,
and a little roll.
there we go. All right, so on this side, we are going to do, and this is what we're going to do. Because no one can ever accuse us of not being fair. Now, like I said, the product we have here is this product. What we're going to do, we're going to basically reorder the Cinemax again. But we got to wait a bit because, like I said, he's going to be watching and waiting. So we're going to make sure that we get the item here. So we're going to place an order for it again. So we're going to do a second unboxing. We're going to paint over your Cinemax here, get rid of it. And then we're going to buy it again and do an unboxing and show that it's going to do the exact same thing when we do the second time around for the unboxing. So we can show things that we're fair as fair can be. Now we're going to have somebody else purchase it because I showed you before, trying to buy the product from the individual basically is a complete fail due to the fact that he will basically ship a black paint or some weird product. At the end of the day, that's not so. And at the end of the day, it just shows if he's going to go through that much effort, the product doesn't work. All right, so we're going to be using in demonstrations for right now until we order the new version of the Cinemax. We're going to be using the the Metallica Mix 2.0 in the personal. All right, so right here on this side, we are going to put I'm make sure we have them all here too. Because Jimmy just won. So that right there, that is the Metallica Mix on the gray screen right there. That's the tablecloth. This right here is the personal mix. I'm going to move some of that over. That is going to be on the Sherwin-Williams paint. Next to that, we're going to put on the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. This is a silver version of it. This is the last version we made before we decided we got rid of it. So we're going to put that one right over here. Maybe we should put that a little higher up. We'll put that one here. Right here. This one right here. All right. At the bottom, we're going to put the hobby paint, the hobby gray screen paint. And we made for 97 cents. So we have all the products up there. So I can show you at the end of the day, even though some will cost you less than others, you're still going to get the same results. Gray screens all do the same thing at the end of the day. There. All right, so if any one of these screens can pull a proper contrast level or color, it would pop up. We have the Phantom technology on this side, our black screen. We have the Sherwin-Williams on the other side. Just to show you what you're going to get at the end of the day. And again, we're in a fully lit environment. Let's grab something else that's here. "4K demonstrations."
Getting that from YouTube.
Just about out of time here. So if any one of these gray screens can pull an image, it should look exactly like the black screen in the center. Let's see if they can compete with it. This is why we said gray screens are a waste of time. So we have on top of the screen, we have the tablecloth, Sherwin-Williams paint, Crow's product here, Crow's product here, the advanced version of the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, which is the silver version of it. And at the bottom, we have the hobby paint. Now the hobby paint and the what do you call it? The Network Gray by Sherwin-Williams is going to be cheaper, way cheaper. They're $24 a gallon for the Network Gray. I think it's an SW, Network Gray SW 773. It is going to be much cheaper than paying $80 a quart or $89 a quart. And that's the product we have over here. The hobby paint is around 97 cents for every 2 ounces, which is actually extremely good, but I think the Network Gray is much better. And then you have the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, which is the last version we made. We call it Digital One Screen Paint Elite. That one basically is a kind of a silver paint. That one actually, at the end of the day, like I said, they all react the same way, but that one would cost you about $40 a gallon to make. And then in the middle, well, you have our technology comes in around, for a 48 ounce, comes in around $240, and you can see why. And just to show that our screen basically has to go through its testing too, we are going to take a $5,000 screen, which is daylight screen, and stick it right in the center of my screen. Just to show you that my screen at $248 for 40 ounces can be a $5,000 screen and blow out the rest of these with no problem in a fully lit environment without being shadowed in the dark. Let's go back to the beginning. We'll show you the sample sheet before we put it on the screen. Now keep in mind, this particular surface is designed, yes, for white screen, to do white screen demonstrations. They've never tested against our product, so we're going to be able to overpower the screen because our screen is physically black. I got this surface right here because I liked it. It's a very dark gunmetal, and I'm thinking, I thought the screen was black when I first saw it, and it wasn't even close. It was actually a gunmetal screen. All right, so we're going to put that in the center of my screen right here. So right now in the center of my screen, I have a $5,000 screen. Daylight with a 0.8 gain. Make sure it's nice and flat. That might be hurting this. This thing sheet nice and flat against this screen. Sorry about my socks. I gotta get cleaned up today. I'm working for the last couple of days straight. All right. Today we got the certified screen laying against my screen. Let's see what we get. Now keep in mind, my product costs my customers $249. The screen that it's laying against it costs $5,000. Let's see what's going on here. My settings here. All right, 1080p, good. Now these are products that claim, well, Crow's product claims that it's supposed to be the best of the best, but yet in the demonstration, it's having a really hard time getting past a tablecloth and a $24 gallon of paint. Our product is able to show an advanced improvement over the gray screen paint products and at the same time blend into a daylight screen, a daylight gunmetal screen that costs customers around $5,000. That's $5,000 versus $250. If you're going to do demonstrations, you have to be able to back your products up. I'll get it somewhere. I don't know where you said your product was the best of the best. It's a $5,000 screen sitting in the middle of my screen right now. So my screen is taking on all your screens at the same time and going toe to toe with a $5,000 certified. Let's go with the Night Saver. Can I make my demonstration?
2 for 6 for you.
You can go to Grainger.com to find what you need to get the job done. Grainger, supplies and solutions for every industry.
Now, with the daylight screen, yes, it's a gunmetal screen, but it's not black. It's not going to be the pickup next to our technology. As I said, black screens, that technology right there, there is no gunmetal that can match it. Because gunmetals are gray. That screen's black. What do we got for time? Let's go with 4K Snow Screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
I want the snow. There we go. My screen maintains white levels, while the other products are blended into tablecloths and $24 screen paint, or $24 house paint at the end of the day. Color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
The only screen up there that can pull the color red. The color blue.
Getting that from YouTube.
Doge. Black technology is far more inferior. Let's go with, 'cause I'm running out of time here. Let's see. 4K screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
I've done this already. All right, so we got another, this one right here, we got the cat, we got to do a couple of these on pre-record because we need to be really close up on the screen, actually much closer than this. At the end of the day, as you can see clearly, that the bottom line is our technology coming at $249 is going toe-to-toe with a $5,000 projection screen. The gray screen paint products we have up here, we have everything from Crow's Mixes to the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint to the 97 cents Hobby Paint, which is at the bottom. That's the Hobby Paint at the bottom. That is Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, the Elite version. That's the silver version, last person we designed. That is a Metallica mix on this side right here. That is the personal mix right there. The screen on this side is the Network Gray by Sherwin-Williams. This is the tablecloth right here. As you can see, you're not going to be able to pick up any form of contrast, color whatsoever. At the end of the day, like I said, you have a couple of options. You can go with the certified screens, which are going to cost you $3,000, $5,000. Our technology that can paint up to a screen size, 48 ounces paints up a screen size, about 150, 160 at the most. A certified screen right there is going to cost you about $5,000 for a 100-inch screen. That is it. And as for the other products you have here, well, they can pretty much blend into just about anything else. So at the end of the day, you would be spending more money if you paid for a product that couldn't back itself up to house paint or hobby paint or the Digital One Elite Silver. All right. I'm going to get out of here real quick. I have to do another demonstration for Facebook, and I have to do some more up-close demonstrations to show you at the end of the day what you're really getting from your screen paint products compared to our advanced black technology. All right, gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.